Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are back in our DeLorean. Pump up the flux capacitor for episode 21 of True Rewind. This is where the good brothers, the Monday Night Warriors, get in our DeLorean back in time to the beginning of the Monday Night War, and we review WWF Monday Night Raw and WCW Monday Nitro. I am back once again with the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
Romeo.
What's up, fellas?
Romeo.
How you guys doing?
Always good. Always good to go back in time with you, good brother. You're the driver, our quarterback as usual. And we are back once again with the supreme Ivan Ooze, fresh to death, looking like he just stole a lot of gear from Mitchell and Ness. The one, the only, drunk guy JJ.
You fuckers in these Mr. Ness jokes. They are hilarious. Good God. At least I'm not a hobo, so I guess that works in my favor.
You're not the Brooklyn Brawler. No, you're not. No, you're not, sir. And for you, the viewers, if it's your first time watching, this is a quick reminder to you, or if you're a usual watcher of True Rewind, give us a thumbs up, show your support. I'll put my thumb where you can see it. Give us a thumbs up, show your support to True Rewind. We always enjoy your comments down below, letting us know what you thought about either show or our review. And of course, the iCard down at the bottom, you can push that to subscribe and the bell to stay notified for all the great content right here on True Hill Heat. You can get all notifications or you can personalize your notifications just for True Rewind. So Romeo, our quarterback, our driver, take it away, Doc Brown.
Let's start with Monday Night Raw, December 11th, 1995. Taped from Salisbury, Maryland.
Shocker.
Salisbury.
This is the go-home show for In Your House coming up on Sunday. Season's Beatings.
What a name.
Raw's been doing these intro packages every week, trying to introduce storylines of the show to some very goofy Star Wars music.
Yo, so fucking cheesy, man. So fucking cheesy. We gotta remember this is the 90s, we're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of the 90s, Vince makes a very 1995 reference. He says, ER comes to the World Wrestling Federation. ER, a very popular show in the 1995. I don't know if you... Fun fact. ER averaged 21 million viewers an episode in 1995.
Yeah, my mom watched that shit all the time when I was growing up. My mom loved that motherfucking show.
Yeah, my mom enjoyed that show. My mom enjoyed any soap operas in around 1995.
And funny, Vince says the ER comes this week when it really came last week with Shawn Michaels' personal physician.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. That is
He
true.
predicted the future, guys.
He said Backlund is the carrier of an infectious disease called the cross-face chicken wing.
Jesus Christ.
And Jerry Lawler said Bret Hart is patient zero. All right.
Gotta love it.
First match, Owen Hart versus an 18-year-old Jeff Hardy.
Who's that guy? I never heard of him.
My wife, my girl, she marked out for this. She's like, oh, look at Jeff. He's so cute. He's so cute. This is before his goth phase.
Yeah, before the drugs and the alcohol and the suspensions and the arrests and the children and Victory Road.
Before Brother Nero, before Willow, before
So
all the... Before
What
he
a
was
career.
Before he was a charismatic enigma. Before he went extreme.
25 years surely does make a difference, man. And he still looks young. So shout out to Jeff, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff Hardy.
Fun fact, Owen Hart beat his brother Matt Hart on December 2nd, WWF Superstars.
Matt Hardy?
Yes.
Matt Hardy, you mean? You said
What did
Matt
I say?
Hart. You said Matt Hart.
You said Matt Hart, the missing Hart brother. Matt Hart.
I might have that might have been like a sound problem. I definitely said Hardy. Matt Hardy.
Hold on, I think my camera went out.
See?
Okay.
Difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties. Matt Hart, yeah.
Yeah, we're not taped like Raw, guys. This is on the go.
Owen Hart wins without using the sharpshooter, even though he teased it in 2:35. He completes the Hardy sweep. Afterwards, he asks Yokozuna to come in the ring. Yokozuna obliges and delivers Jeff Hardy a bonsai drop.
Poor fucking Jeff. Jeff's like 100 pounds soaking wet. That big fat motherfucker just crushed him with the bonsai drop.
Why do I feel like Jeff Hardy backstage was like, hey, can we do something extra? Can you guys beat me up some more so I could get noticed? And Owen Hart was like, sure, pal.
We're gonna have Yokozuna crush you.
That's probably the reason Jeff never grew to have a good chest when he grew up.
And that probably goes to show why he was also on those drugs all the time, all the pain he put himself through at a young age. Oh man.
I do want to mention that Diana Hart was in the audience. They did mention earlier, and we're gonna see an interview between her and Jerry King Lawler later in the show. And my oh my, what an interview!
Owen Hart also does the sharpshooter on poor Jeff Hardy, and Diesel
back there chilling.
He comes back when he sees, okay, that's enough. Diesel says that's enough. He knocks Yokozuna out of the ring to huge crowd noise, probably artificial, but it was loud.
You got to bring up the sign, man. You got to bring up the sign. A fan in the crowd had a black gloves only sign. Too soon. Too soon.
Next up, it's Aja Kong. I got it right?
Aja. Mm-hmm. Aja Khan. Yes, you were close. You were close, closer than usual.
Or was it Asia before? Asia Khan.
Yeah, he said Aja Khan before. Oh, I don't know if you mentioned Diesel versus Owen this Sunday.
It's Sunday, yep.
Diesel trying to get revenge for his fallen friend, HBK. Yes.
Two dudes with attitude.
Kong versus Chaparrita Asari.
What a match.
Yo, that's what I was saying. When I first watched it, I swore this is going to be a fucking squash match. And they really put on a good little showing.
I mean, it was a squash match.
I understand it was squash match, but I'm saying I thought it would have been one and done quick and out of here, but they really gave that match time.
Girl Asari was doing cartwheels and backflips, and
she pulled out a spinal tap. Young AJ Styles was rolling over in his crib.
It was very nice. She missed.
It was really nice. Yeah.
She missed it, but it was beautiful. And young Kevin Owens was taking notes at home because Aja Kong pulls out the first witnessed package power driver in this match. It was beautiful. But my girl didn't mention that Japarina looked like a Power Ranger.
And she got her shit busted.
Yes, bloody nose. Spinning back fist. 404 breaks her nose. Blood and guts. King in this match says Aja's face reminds him of a bowling shoe.
King just
his bowling shoe ugly, get it?
He's so fucking sexist, man. Terrible.
Oh, he was awful in this match with a distasteful joke about the deceased fat boy, talking about him being friends with Aja Kong because they used to be couch potatoes together. Like what? Is this what we doing in 1995?
I'm surprised he even knew who the fat boys were. His fucking hick ass. But anyway.
This is the last women's bout WWF fans will see on their TV for years to come.
So we called this early we called two things early on this occasion. We called the last tag match the last WWF women's matchup, and now we realize this is the last WWF women's matchup. And we also called Aja Khan breaking somebody's nose early. It wasn't the week that we called it in that tag match. It was actually in this match, as we saw.
Look at the Negro Dominic's over here, man. Look at you guys.
But last time, that was the last we'd see Alundra Blaze in the women's championship.
True.
Shawn Michaels is with Todd Pettengill. Todd Pettengill drew the short straw and has to interview Shawn.
He was sucking his dick like no tomorrow. God, I'm like, God, did everybody blow Shawn back in 95? Like,
Jesus.
Between Doc, Vince, Todd, I'm like, sheesh. It's like a slurp fest over there for Shawn, huh? It's ridiculous.
Shawn says he's not feeling any symptoms like his doctor said he would. He says he hasn't blacked out or fainted lately.
That's a lie.
For other reasons, yeah.
Says he could return today if he wanted to, but the doctors aren't letting him. Todd says it's got to be cool to be Shawn Michaels, former IC champ, former tag champ. I mean, you haven't won the world championship, but
he made sure to mention that too.
Sean
you saw Sean's face?
Yeah, he had the IE ass face like this motherfucker.
Todd then brings up the R word. Retirement.
Retirement.
Yeah.
And Sean gets annoyed, gets emotional, and says he's not going to dignify that question with a response.
Yo, I gotta give Sean credit. Like during the mid-90s, he was fucking drippy. Like he was making shit look good on camera. I was like, damn, man, I didn't know Sean was in tune with the streets like that. He definitely looked like a drug dealer again. Mid-90s drug dealer. That's why Sean was the GOAT, man.
He wasn't a drug dealer. He was a drug addict in 1995. I'm just saying.
You're a customer. EPMD said it best.
Did you guys like Sean's acting?
Yeah, I started laughing when he made that face after the WWF title line. Shabby Roller.
I thought when he got emotional, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I hate like that. Like we understand. Like I don't know about you guys, but we know things. Well, we're in the DeLorean, so let me not spoil it for us. But we know things, so it's like we don't garner that same reaction. Like if we didn't see this before.
I mean, they got 70-year-old SP3 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. If it was 4-year-old Jaquan, then yeah.
I remember that Shawn Michaels medical update last week outdrew Nitro's championship match.
Wow.
They loved HBK. He's not a draw, so give me a break.
Dean Douglas does an inbox promo during Ahmed Johnson's entrance.
Oh God.
I'm thinking to myself,
you're gonna enjoy this Sunday. You're gonna enjoy Caesar's beatings in Romeo. We know you're gonna enjoy Caesar's beatings, man.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking to myself, how can you take this guy seriously after he got squashed in 4 minutes last week?
You mean to tell me we were supposed to believe that he's gonna beat Ahmed Johnson's big black ass on Sunday? No. Give me a fucking break. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hell
it's no. Ahmed versus Rick Stockhauser. He throws this jabroni into the rope at full speed. This jabroni has no idea where he's going.
He looked like an out of shape Arn Anderson to me. Actually,
this guy was awful. Whoever this jobber was probably one of the worst jobbers I've ever seen in my life. He didn't know how to run the ropes. He didn't know how to take bumps. Ahmed had to do the spine buster twice.
And both look stiff as hell.
Yeah, and I'm sure leaving Ahmed Johnson in charge to work a match is not the smartest thing to do.
Get Barry Horowitz in there, jeez. Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, get him in there. Get Matt. Get Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy.
Yeah, fuck. Jeff worked tonight. Get fucking Matt Hardy in the ring. Jesus Christ.
Pearl River Plunge for the win. Back in these days, did you guys notice the stampede of kids that they go running to the guardrails when the bell rings?
Them little bastards was fast, yo.
Yo, one of them got ran over here. It was fucking hilarious.
I forget which match it was. Maybe we already went over it, but it was like security had to tell them to go back to their seat. Like he had the kids following behind them. I forget which match. It was definitely on this episode. I'm like, damn, it must be mad as hell.
Did you guys see the commercial for the Hot Shot game? I used to love that shit.
Yo, the commercials had me marking the fuck out. They went from the karate fighters to fucking the Hot Shot. Then they went to WrestleMania Arcade. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, it's the WrestleMania Arcade.
Yo.
WrestleMania Arcade game commercial marked me out.
I'm like, did WWF just put the fucking episode on the network? Like, fuck it. They didn't want to edit the commercials out or nothing. Because they literally showed a bunch of commercials this episode.
They be leaving those in there. I like the Hot Shot game. I could do without the fake Will Smith trying to sound
the fake rapper. Yeah, I know. Knock off Fresh Prince trying to rap about the game. I'm like, oh, give me a break.
We come back. King is interviewing Ahmed Johnson. He asked him, "Is it true that the toughest 4 years of your life were in third grade?"
I legit almost pissed myself.
I was dying, yo.
Dean Douglas said that. Dean Douglas, not me. Dean
I
Douglas
was
said that.
fucking dying. You
The rest I leave out. Yeah, I leave it to Sid. The rest.
I probably need like cotton in my mouth to get this correct.
Wrong. Hey, that was the wrong choice of words, Sid.
What? What'd I say?
Cotton for a black man? That is not.
Oh, come on. I mean, like he's a cotton mouth. Like he's just like, well, you.
Damn, Sid, that was Jaquan levels.
I didn't say it for that reason. I'm just saying he's a marble mouth. I meant marbles, cotton marbles. Hey,
that's a big difference.
Yeah,
cotton. I mean, and marble are two different things.
The cotton wouldn't hurt as much as the marbles, but anyway, this is what I think he said. I didn't have the subtitles on this week. I just wrote down as many. I rewinded it as many times as I could to get this right. But first of all, let me tell you something. If Dean Douglas done his homework on me, he wouldn't even sign up to even fight me. Second of all, you sitting up here talking for Dean Douglas. Where is he? Say one thing about me. I don't have to sit up here what I'm gonna do to somebody's or I am a man. I'm not a man of words, obviously. I'm a man of action. You take a front row seat where you've been sitting up here running your mouth. See what Dean Douglas talking about, brother. No periods at all in anything because that's how he said it. And that's what I got this week.
And Jerry walks back over to the announce desk, and Vince McMahon clowns him as he sits back down. He says, I guess he told you, huh? Vince looks so happy. There's a Happy Holidays commercial where a kid points out a piece of shit Santa. Who
pretty much
told
being
him,
a fucking snitch.
Yeah. Who told him that wrestlers are pussies and to smoke and Santa's not real. There's a bunch of wrestlers dressed up as Santa here. Ahmed, Razor, Hakushi, Fatu. And they all beat his ass.
I think it was Harvey Whippleman, by the way.
Until they beat up Harvey Whippleman, I really swore this was like a
public... Oh, that was Harvey Whippleman? I didn't even know this.
Yeah, I thought this was like a public service announcement until they beat him up. Like I was like the kid's like, oh, he told me to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
like,
don't
what?
smoke, kids.
I was like, whoa, okay, that took a turn.
And then we see classy Freddie Blassie instructing a class with all the heels. Says it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Then he starts to sing. He says they're gonna kick some butt, and it'll be the Raw Bowl, taking place New Year's night. Vince McMahon interviews Ted DiBiase, Psycho Sid, and What's Their Kid. Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ. Good Lord, good Lord.
So throughout this promo, before you go into the dialogue here, I realized something. That $1 Million Man talks to 1-2-3 Kid like he's a teenager that he picked up off the street. So 1-2-3 Kid is the white Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. DiBiase is the white Uncle Phil, while Sid is the tall, white, crazy Carlton Banks.
I could see it. We're getting a good Fresh Prince vibe in this episode.
I will gladly take fucking Will Smith over 1-2-3 Kid in a heartbeat. Not even a second thought. I don't give a fuck. Heel face tweener. He is a fucking dork, a dweeb. He's fucking corny. I can't take him serious. Fuck Sean Waltman, okay?
Wow. Fuck the person behind 1-2-3 Kid.
Jesus.
Because he was 1-2-3 Kid, then he was X-Pac, then he was Six-Pac.
You didn't like any of them?
When he was with DX, but I'm sure because it was with DX, not just because of him. He had a good theme song. Not this theme song.
Don't worry, he'll get awesome in 1996.
Did you like X Factor?
Yo, I forgot about X Factor. Absolutely. Uncle fucking Cracker with that theme song he did for them was a fucking bops, dude.
I mean, did you like the wrestler when he was in? Not the theme song.
Oh, no, I don't care. What was it? X-Pac, Justin...
Go away heat.
Yeah, X-Pac, Justin Crowder, and Albert. Yeah, I'm good.
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert, excuse me. He went from TNA to X Factor. Give me a fucking break.
Vince shits on Kid right away for running away last week from Razor. Kid is like, what the fuck, man? I'm not even the spokesperson. Talk to Ted. Ted talks up Sid and Kid as a team, the new tag team. The crowd boos. Ted calls Razor a greaseball. Ted says Kid has learned the 3 most important things.
Oh, God.
Number 1, what's the one thing you don't worry about at all? These people!
People. Imagine looking at that face and trying to even take that, like, even be upset. Like, looking at that face makes you mad. Like, how?
Number 2.
Hit puberty yet? The fuck?
What's the one thing you do worry about? Winning, Ted! And number 3. What's the most important thing of all? Get the money! And man, I need a translator for Sid now.
I couldn't.
I was dying, and this guy was spitting all over the fucking camera. You can see the spit on the fucking lens.
Not very safe in 2020.
Whoa, you see? I just like his delivery. His delivery is so 90s.
Jeez.
Sid is fumbling over his lines. He pauses to look at the crowd. Yeah. If the Kid is in the ring, I am welcome. If I am the ring, then the Kid is welcome. What?
What the fuck does that even mean?
God knows.
Yo, oh my God.
Then he says he's not going to enjoy what he does to Marty Jannetty on Sunday. And then he laughs and says, yeah, he is going to enjoy what he does. They hug very cheesily. They are family. The $1 Million Corporation. Family.
What a team.
Oh, as bad as that was, I did laugh a lot.
Love their promo. I love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
And then it's main event time. Bob Backlund versus Bret Hart. Jerry Lawler interviews Diana Hart in the crowd during the match.
Oh my God. This might have been the worst interview we have ever witnessed in our time on the show. We're 21 episodes in. True Rewind is now legal to drink, and I wanted to have a few drinks after hearing this promo. I was just like, wow, she is so bad. It's not even funny. She's so fucking bland. Every answer was like the blandest white bread, Wonder Bread fucking answers you could have actually ever had. Like,
it's funny you bring up Fresh Prince because she reminded me of Julie in Bad Boys movie. She's just so like, bro, like, I'm like, oh, give me a break. Give me a fucking break.
They look alike too.
Yeah.
Gotta see that.
Acting like so fucking bland and horrible.
She is bad in that movie, I gotta tell you.
Yeah. Terrible.
That's a great comparison.
Terrible. Not as bad as Diana Hart here, though.
Diana basically says that if history repeats itself, her and her husband Davey can go home happy. She gives credit to Jimmy Cornette for getting Bulldog a title shot.
I was like, is she supposed to be a heel?
Yeah, I'm like, he's supposed to be at the one to try to reason between Bret and Bulldog. Like, I'm confused here.
A lot of mat wrestling here, as you would expect between these two. Bret goes for the sharpshooter, but Bulldog comes down and interferes. Backlund locks in the crossface chicken wing while Bret's back is turned. And Bulldog puts the beat down to Bret Hart. Dirty finish, 10:48. Bret wins by DQ. Officials peel Backlund off of Bret, but Bob and Bulldog go right back to the chicken wing and beating him down.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll find out Sunday night if Bret Hart can rise to the occasion and get his revenge on Bulldog after this beatdown.
And Lawler had another bad joke during this matchup. He says that it's talking about the Hart family at Christmas time, and he says the Hart family likes to gather around and listen to Leroy the Redneck Reindeer. Wow. Just wow.
He was shitting on Stu Hart's birthday, too. He's turning 80 years old.
He's been trashing the Hart family for so long.
2 years at that point.
Match of the night.
This is so tough. Hardest thing of my life. Fucking Bret Hart and Backlund, like.
I did have Bret versus Backlund, but I'm going to retract that, and I'm going to go with Japarina versus Aja Khan. That was the most entertaining and most innovative match of the night, even though it was a squash.
Is it because they had a finish compared to
It,
Bret and
it,
Backlund?
it had a finish, and it had the first ever package power driver and spinal tap we've seen during the True Rewind so far.
And speaking of that, AJ, I know you're old, but bring back the spinal tap in important matches. I would love to see that again.
No. We saw what happens when guys that are a little bit up in age try to do moves they're known for. Shouts out to you, Matt Sydal.
Oh. Well, wait, the turnbuckle was slippery, man.
Yeah, that damn Michael Nakazawa.
Very honorable of you, Sid, to give the match of the night to the last women's match we'll see for a lot of years on Raw. I'm going to go Backlund versus Bret Hart, though, for me. MVP, SB3, you want to start?
I'm going to once again go with the ladies and go with Aja Kong. She was the one person on the night that looked the strongest.
Because I was going with Aja Kong, too. She the only one that looked strong heading into this evening. Sid and went to 2K with Dorks. Bret got his ass beat at the end of the night. So, yeah, definitely Aja Kong.
For some reason, I had the commentary team, Vince and Lawler.
Oh my God. They were awful.
They kept making me laugh. I was laughing my ass off. I don't know why.
You were laughing because it was bad. It was so bad that you started laughing.
There was nobody else I really wanted to give it to that stood out. Maybe Shawn Michaels, but I'm gonna stick with Vince and Lawler.
No, you're not.
Man,
Shawn tonight.
You were very much Jerry the King Lawler in the '90s. You hate the women. You refuse to give any of these awards to the women.
Romeo the sexist.
You guys are full of shit. I just gave it to Diamond Doll last week. LVP, I'm going to go Psycho Sid for forgetting his lines and stumbling and bumbling and fumbling, and that was bad.
Oh, I got Sid and 122 Kid. They're a tag team now, so they both get it. Fucking hit it. Fucking awful.
That is horrible, you guys. You guys are once again discriminating against the women. Once again, a woman wins this award. It's Diana Hart. The worst promo we heard on this night.
Reverse sexist.
On a night that we had Sid and 123 Kid cut that horrible promo, that we had Ahmed Johnson have a promo, Diana Hart topped them all with the worst promo of the night.
Oh, and remember last week we gave match of the night to all the women. You gotta stop with that sexist shit.
Distant memory.
Quickly we forgot. 30 finish counter. 1, 23 and 17 shows. Oh shit! I completely forgot to mention this last episode, and they showed it again this week, so I get to bring it up again. Jim Ross and the crossface chicken wing. It happened on Superstars, and I want to start a counter of how many times Jim Ross gets embarrassed on Monday Night Raw.
That's one. So
that's two. That's two. They showed it 2 weeks in a row.
We'd be here all fucking day. All fucking day.
It's not in Oklahoma yet.
Blood and guts. I think this is the second time we've seen blood on Raw. The other one was a nosebleed, but hey, we'll count it. 2.
These were both nosebleeds, but this one was broken nose.
You're right. All right, we're going to put our thumbs out. And we're going to count it down in 3, 2, 1. It'll be a thumbs up or thumbs down for Monday Night Raw.
Back your fist up. There you go.
Too much fisting.
No,
3,
Junka.
Yeah, I had too much fisting going on. My bad.
3, 2, 1. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. Unanimous. I have a question for you guys.
I have an answer for you guys.
We have Owen Hart versus Diesel, Razor Ramon and Marty versus Kid and Sid, Ahmed versus Dean, Mabel versus Taker, Bret versus Bulldog. I think those are all the matches they advertise. Do you want to pay for this in 1995?
No. You really had
to see one match.
You really had to really enjoy that SummerSlam 1992 match to even think about buying in your house season B.
Absolutely. And I don't even think at the time they even big that match up like they do now.
They did in the build up to this match. The match is all about about Bulldog defeating Bret at that pay-per-view.
After what I saw from Bulldog against Diesel, and then at Survivor Series with all those brain farts, how is he? Oh, I can't wait to see this match. for bad reasons.
He's against Bret, man. It's not as bad as you think.
Well, we gotta turn the channel first.
Oh yeah. Gladly.
TNT, here we are.
Nitro, December 11th, 1995. I noticed this was a 55-minute episode, which seems longer than they usually are. Isn't that true, guys?
I guess they had limited commercials.
Weird. We are live from the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina.
You
know I had to do that.
Absolutely.
You know I had to do that.
We know.
If we were in St. Louis, Missouri, or Boston, Massachusetts,
I'd
mark out too. Absolutely.
I mean, a lot better than Salisbury, Maryland.
Jesus Christ. You biased fucks.
The announce team. Did you guys notice Brain with his very slick middle finger?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I don't have no idea, but
did he not want to work tonight? Anything
Austin.
from Mongo? We have the Mongo and Pepe report from SP3.
Oh yes, absolutely. Pepe was up there like a fuck. It was ridiculous. I don't know what the hell is going on with that.
Well, put your leather on because you're gonna see some mean and nasty boys tonight.
Well, there goes my theory.
Eddie Guerrero versus Mr. JL immediately. The bell rings. No entrance.
They were already in the ring while the pyro was going off. Oh my God, Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff already was like, you know what, Mongo? You're not gonna have the worst line of the first 10 minutes of this show. Eric Bischoff during this match says, if anyone, because they're talking about the New Japan versus WCW at Starrcade, Eddie Guerrero is a part of Team WCW, and Eric Bischoff says, if anyone of the Japanese wrestlers think Guerrero is gonna be a rice cakewalk, they got another thing coming. Jesus fucking Christ. And Mongo just said, you know what, I can do one better, and he makes a reference to salt. So racist.
Wow. Man, it's like, give me the LVP. Just give me the LVP.
Man, we only 2 minutes in the episode. We just heard homophobic and racist. Oh boy.
Brain wonders if JL stands for just lucky. Mongo really wants to unmask Mr. JL to see what he looks like.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is just taking a turn for the words, guys.
Eddie wins with a pinning reversal of the sunset flip in 425. Very short. Mongo, let's give him credit here. He correctly predicts that Eddie Guerrero has superstar and champion written all over him. Whoa! Cool commentary, Mongo.
Expert analysis from Mongo McMichael. That's something we rarely say on this show. And
it
also,
might not be in WCW, but he'll get it someday.
Also of note, Eddie will verse Atami at Starrcade. This is, once again, another match advertised for Starrcade. They are breaking records on this Nitro.
Mean Gene is with Lex Luger and Jimmy Hart.
Oh, joy.
He says Lex looks great, but who dressed Jimmy Hart? Spike Lee or Spike Jones?
Love that line. I love Gene just snapping on Jimmy Hart every single week.
Lex says he keeps getting the better of Randy Savage, and when Starrcade comes around, he'll be the new world champ. He also discounts Ric Flair's ability to win the triangle match, saying the best man will win when it comes down to him and his good old pal Sting. The crowd is absolutely loving themselves. Some disco fever, disco fever, disco fever. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a battle of some of the best theme songs in WCW at the time.
What a transition.
It was absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. He's Mr. Wonderful. I forgot
Wonderful.
that there's a male and female voice on this because
Yeah.
you hear the male just go away and then the woman comes in, Mr. Wonderful. He's so wonderful. And I love the mirror that doesn't say wonderful. It has a one and then duffel.
This match, commentary would rather talk about how Hogan and Sting don't ride from the airport together or dress in the same locker room.
Everything but this match they were talking about.
The theme of Nitro, by the way.
Yes.
Mongo questions if we will see the other two goofballs in the Four Horsemen later on in the main events. But fun fact, we have yet to see all four horsemen together on Monday Nitro.
Not 1 week.
What a stable.
And this was heel versus heel here, so maybe that's why they didn't pay attention.
Mr. Wonderful does some goofy dancing before he drops an elbow on Disco. And then a brutal side suplex wins it in 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Mean Gene is with three of the Four Horsemen, of course. Arn,
Best
Rick,
segment
and Brian.
of the night.
Pillman says the reason Hogan wore black was to audition for the Four Horsemen. Not a bad storyline if they would have went through with that.
He literally went through like a laundry list of people that tried out for the Four Horsemen.
American Males, Dungeon of Doom, Mongo, and Mr. Wonderful, all wanting to be horsemen. Mr. Wonderful interrupts this. He comes back. He says Pillman only became a horseman because he turned it down. Pillman slaps Paul. They brawl, and then the horsemen beat down on Paul. They do a spike pile driver, to the concrete. And then Pillman kicks him while he's unconscious. I thought Brian Pillman was great here. And especially with the facial expressions.
Brian Pillman was an excellent heel throughout this entire segment. Like he had two of the greatest talkers next to him, and he just wouldn't let them talk. because we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ric Flair is gonna get cheered, so he was like, I'm gonna heal this shit up and make sure the Four Horsemen get some heat.
And then it's Lex Luger versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, Mr. Wonderful is still being stretchered out at this point.
Yes, a lot of attention on Mr. Wonderful. Jimmy Hart predictably interferes. He's got the 2x4. Hacksaw gets pushed from behind by Luger. His head goes into the 2x4. It looked slow and fake. Luger with the torture rack at 243 to a huge pop. They love that move. Dirty finish.
Yeah. Well, what a dumbass Jim Duggan is. Jim Duggan had him set up for the 3-point stand, and instead he wants to tape his fist. And like a dumbass, he lost.
I'm convinced he was on a cocaine binge during his HW run.
I can see that.
Man, he was... Jesus.
And Luger versus Masahiro Shono for Starrcade is also announced. A new record amount of matches. I think that's now 5 matches advertised in advance for Starrcade.
Mean Gene is with Macho Man, the champ. He reminds him of his busy schedule. He's got to face Tenzan at Starrcade.
Six matches advertised for Starrcade.
He's got to face the winner of the Triangle match, and he's got to face the Giant next week on Nitro. Randy says he's going to be TNT and bring the dynamite to the Giant next week.
Randy Savage is a time traveler.
But man,
I was like, wow.
Every week it's like, they don't treat him like a champion, man.
No.
I don't like that shit at all. It's really bad.
Elaborate.
And it gets worse.
Elaborate, drunk guy.
He's only like playing Hulk Hogan's friend when he's the guy that should be at the top. He's a fucking world champion.
He very much feels like a placeholder.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Transition champion.
Let's talk about the main event. Ric Flair and Arn Anderson versus Hulk Hogan and Sting. The crowd obviously loves Ric Flair. It's Flair country. Sting comes out. The fans love him too. Woo! Hogan comes out mid-Sting entrance looking disturbed and upset that Sting didn't wait for him.
Because Sting came out to his music and not Hogan's. What a
Like, what
dick.
the fuck?
What a dick. And the only person who's a bigger dick than Hulk Hogan throughout this segment is Eric fucking Bischoff,
Ooh.
being the Hulk Hogan head cheerleader. He's doing more to create dissension between these two than we're actually fucking seeing. He accuses Sting of not having Hogan's back. He's just ridiculous. It's like, shut up.
Hogan sucks chant to start the match.
Well deserved.
Welcome to Charlotte. Decent tag match early. The energy in the crowd is just huge for these four. Luger runs down and does a torture rack to Hogan. So much for Sting trying to babysit him.
It's so funny that you bring up the Hogan sucks chance, because you know how nowadays it's like such a smarky thing. Like, we just like the guys, no matter if they're face or heel. But legit, Hogan for the last couple months has not done anything that makes you want to like him. Literally, has not done anything to make you want to cheer for him.
Who's the worst babyface, Hogan or 1-2-3 Kid?
Oh man, that's tough. Shit.
Hogan by far.
I say Hogan because he's a star, so of course he'd have more ground attention. Like, it's 1-2-3 Kid. Like, who the fuck cares?
Like 1-2-3 Kid was setting himself up for a heel turn at the time that he was a bad babyface. They have no plans of making Hulk Hogan a heel at this point, and they are doing everything in their power to make him hated.
Bischoff gets annoyed by Brain on commentary. He begs him to be a little fair. Brain hilariously responds, "I'm always fair to Flair."
Bringing back that reference.
What a callback. Arn with a beautiful spine buster to Hogan that Hogan completely no-sells. Hogan hulks up. Leg drop to Arn, and Sting delivers a Stinger splash to Flair in the corner.
Great timing.
Hogan gets the pin. They win in 13-23.
Great timing on the finish. Sting with the most lackluster drunk hot tag that I've ever seen to Hogan. He stumbled into Hogan like, oh shit, let me tag you. And they also announced Sting versus Kensuke Sasaki for Starrcade. 7 matches advertised for Starrcade.
Pillman comes down to help beat down on Hogan and Sting. Luger returns. He gets Pillman off of Sting and tells him, go after Hogan. Sting and Luger argue about the Horsemen teaming up on Hogan. Sting helps Hogan. Macho Man runs down. Sting looks at him and then punches Macho Man. Hogan separates them. Of course, Mean Gene wants a interview.
Whoa. Sting didn't punch Savage. Savage slapped Sting, and then Sting punched Sting.
It wasn't just cause. Yeah.
It wasn't. No, it's Savage overreacted to Sting not helping Hogan immediately, and comes out and slaps Sting across.
I must have missed a slap. Sorry. Okay, so Mean Gene wants a word. Hogan sucks chant again. Did you see the fan on camera rip up his Hogan towel and throw up the floor? Very nice. We're in Flair country, folks. Sting tells Macho it was in the heat of the battle that he punched him. He saw his arms and didn't know if he was a friend or foe. Sting and Macho eventually shake hands. Hogan reminds them that Flair and Giant are the enemy, and they need Sting with them.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Hogan.
What'd you guys think of this aftermath?
It just gets worse. Oh man. Hogan
it almost seems like a repeat of last week's ending. Just with the pieces moved around.
Funny how Hogan said he'll never question Sting, and he questions him yet again.
It just seems like every week that they have these three have a promo. I just ask myself, these are the top baby faces in WCW.
Makes no sense, yo. Makes no fucking sense.
Match of the night.
I guess I'll go with JL and Eddie Guerrero. Well, no, I enjoyed the tag team match. It wasn't that bad, but just the ending, it was like, man, I'll go with the tag team main event. Fuck it.
This is pretty easy. Hogan and Sting versus the Four Horsemen.
I agree. Unanimous. And for the first time ever here on True Rewind, Hulk Hogan has won match of the night. He's got 3 votes.
And I'm sure it had nothing to do with him.
MVP, I am going to go Brian Pillman.
Same. I love that promo.
I'm going to give it collectively to the Horsemen. The Horsemen look like the main heel stable.
Not Chris Benoit, though, right?
Well, yeah, because Chris Benoit didn't show up. But the Horsemen look like the main heel stable in WCW for the first time since we've been watching.
And LVP?
My LVP is unfortunately Wonderful.
Wolf.
He's Mr. Wonderful. Because he got stretchered out of the building. He had an awful match that the commentators didn't even pay attention to. So, yes, got beat down by the Horsemen. He deserves it.
Yeah, damn, that's true. He really. Oh man, you make me want to change my MVP. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go with Mr. Wonderful. God, what a night! What a bad night.
I like that. I like that they put attention on Mr. Wonderful, but my LVP is Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, yeah.
He got squashed, and he's like standing in front of the 2x4 and goes, it looked awful. It looked awful. He looked like a jabroni.
He's a dummy.
30 finish counter 1. That's 34 and 17 shows. Ric Flair chop counter. You had 7 tonight. Mongo meter. I'm gonna say awful, unless anybody wants to convince me.
Agreed. From that first line. First line.
Once I saw how Pepe was dressed, I'm like, oh, yep, that's all Mongo's fault.
Stretcher jobs. This is the second one in Nitro history. I'm keeping count of those now. All right, we're going to put our thumbs out. We're going to count it down for Monday Nitro to be thumbs up or thumbs down in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Unanimous.
4 Horsemen had a pretty good promo. The main event was pretty cool, even though, we got a bunch of dweebs for top baby faces right now. But
honestly, I gave it a thumbs up because we have 7 matches advertised for Starrcade. We still have the go home show left.
Starrcade better fucking deliver, man. Advertising these matches early. Sheesh.
Oh my God, Starrcade is already looking like the best pay-per-view from either show that we've witnessed.
TV ratings. Let's start with Raw. Last week did a 2.6. This week they had their main event of Bret Hart versus Bob Backlund. SP3, what did you think Raw did?
Gonna go with the odds and go with 2.6.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2.6 too. I'm not gonna count. I'm not gonna gamble with my life here.
You sissies. You're both close. It did a 2.5 and it went down.
And something told me that it was gonna go down.
Nitro.
He's got fans don't appreciate good wrestling yet. Remember, it's in 1995.
Nitro last week did a 2.4. This week they have the Horsemen versus Hogan and Sting. What do you think they did this week, drunk guy?
I'm just go 2.6. That's my answer.
I'm gonna go
SP3
with 2.7.
Drunk guy nails it. 2.6.
Damn it.
Nitro wins. They tie up the ratings war 6-6 with 2 ties. And on the True Rewind scoreboard, we both picked Nitro tonight. So WCW is up 10-4 on Monday Night Raw.
What a lead for WCW Monday Nitro. But that is all for episode 21. We are finally legal and ready to drink. I know Drunk Guy's happy about that. For
absolutely
True Rewind, we thank you for watching. Put your comments down below. Tell us what you thought about WWF Raw and WCW Nitro for December 11th, 1995. We are going to be back on episode 22 with In Your House Seasons Beatings review, talking about Bret Hart versus British Bulldog for the WWF Championship, as well as much, much more. A reminder to you guys, give us a thumbs up for this video, the iCard to subscribe, and of course the bell to stay notified for all the great content right here. And of course, share this video with all of your friends and let them experience the ride on True Rewind. So for the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
The Pride of NY on Twitter and Instagram, and the Wednesday Night Warriors here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel.
For the Supreme Ivan News, Mr. Drunk Guy JJ.
Hacksaw_J_Duggan on Instagram. Follow the gang True Heat everywhere. We got OnlyFans, we got Pornhub, all that. Just support. That kid J Styles on Twitter. Duh.
This guy. You can follow me on Instagram at TrueHeal_EpicSP3, and I am here every single weekend, Friday or Saturday, with True Heel Heat, reviewing all of your latest wrestling news. It is me, your True Heel Phenom SP3, for episode 21 of True Rewind. We are signing off until next time.